Start by understanding what freezing really means. Freezing is the process where a liquid turns into a solid when its temperature drops below a certain point, known as the freezing point. For water, this happens at 0 degrees C or 32 degrees F. This transformation is a fundamental part of nature and affects everything from the weather outside to the food in your freezer. When temperatures drop, molecules slow down and arrange themselves into a solid structure. This simple process is responsible for snowflakes, icy roads, and even the preservation of food. So whenever you see frost on your window, you're witnessing freezing in action. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the science behind freezing. When a liquid cools down, its molecules lose energy and move more slowly. Eventually, they arrange themselves into a fixed, orderly pattern, forming a solid. This is why ice forms from water. The energy lost during this process is called latent heat. Freezing isn't just about water, though many substances have their own unique freezing points. Understanding this process helps us explain why lakes freeze in winter and how we can preserve food for longer periods. Freezing is a common phenomenon in nature, especially in colder climates. When winter arrives, lakes and rivers can freeze over, creating beautiful icy landscapes. Animals have adapted to survive these harsh conditions. Some, like bears, hibernate, while others, like fish, slow down their metabolism to cope with the cold. Plants also have strategies such as shedding leaves or producing antifreeze protein. These adaptations are crucial for survival and show just how powerful and widespread the effects of freezing can be in the natural world. For humans, freezing temperatures can be both beautiful and dangerous. Snowy landscapes are stunning, but exposure to extreme cold can lead to frostbite or hypothermia. That's why we bundle up in layers, wear hats and gloves, and seek shelter when temperatures plummet. Our bodies work hard to maintain a stable internal temperature, shivering to generate heat and constricting blood vessels to conserve warmth. Understanding how our bodies respond to freezing conditions helps us stay safe during winter adventures. Frostbite is a serious condition that occurs when skin and underlying tissues freeze due to prolonged exposure to cold. It often affects fingers, toes, nose, and ears. The first signs are numbness and a pale appearance. If not treated, frostbite can cause permanent damage. To prevent it, it's important to dress warmly, keep extremities covered, and avoid staying outside for too long in freezing weather. Recognizing the symptoms early can make a big difference in recovery. Hypothermia happens when your body loses heat faster than it can produce it, causing your core temperature to drop dangerously low. This can happen even in mildly cold weather if you're wet or exposed to wind. Symptoms include shivering, confusion, and slurred speech. Hypothermia is life-threatening and requires immediate medical attention. Staying dry, wearing insulated clothing, and seeking shelter are the best ways to prevent this condition. Always be aware of the risks when spending time outdoors in freezing temperatures. Freezing is one of the oldest and most effective methods for preserving food. By lowering the temperature, we slow down the growth of bacteria and other microorganisms that cause spoilage. This is why your freezer is such an important appliance in the kitchen. Foods like meat, vegetables, and even bread can be kept fresh for months when frozen. Understanding how freezing works helps us reduce food waste and enjoy seasonal produce all year round. Freezers are designed to maintain temperatures well below the freezing point of water, usually around -18 degrees C or 0 degrees F. They use a refrigeration cycle to remove heat from the inside and release it outside. This process keeps your food frozen and safe to eat. Modern freezers come with features like frost-free technology and adjustable shelves, making food storage more convenient. Understanding how your freezer works can help you use it more efficiently and keep your food in the best condition. Animals have developed incredible ways to survive freezing temperatures. Some frogs can actually freeze solid and thaw out in the spring, thanks to special proteins in their bodies. Arctic foxes grow thick fur and penguins huddle together for warmth. These adaptations are the result of millions of years of evolution, allowing animals to thrive in some of the coldest places on Earth. Observing these survival strategies gives us insight into the resilience of life. Plants face unique challenges when temperatures drop below freezing. Some go dormant, while others produce chemicals that act like antifreeze, protecting their cells from ice damage. Certain trees shed their leaves to reduce water loss, and some seeds can survive being frozen for years before sprouting. These strategies help plants survive harsh winters and ensure they can grow again when conditions improve. The next time you see a bare tree in winter, remember it's just waiting for spring. Frost patterns on windows are a beautiful example of freezing in action. When warm, moist air inside meets the cold glass, water vapor condenses and freezes, forming intricate ice crystals. These patterns can look like feathers, ferns, or even stars. While they're lovely to look at, they also signal that heat is escaping from your home. Proper insulation and weatherproofing can help reduce frost and keep your living space warmer during winter. When temperatures drop, water inside pipes can freeze and expand, sometimes causing the pipes to burst. This can lead to costly repairs and water damage. To prevent frozen pipes, it's important to insulate them, especially in unheated areas like basements or attics. Letting faucets drip slightly during extreme cold can also help. If you suspect a pipe is frozen, act quickly to thaw it safely and avoid further damage. Freezing temperatures often lead to icy roads, which can be extremely dangerous for drivers and pedestrians. Black ice, a thin layer of transparent ice, is especially hazardous because it's hard to see. To stay safe, drive slowly, keep a safe distance from other vehicles, and avoid sudden movements. Winter tires and regular maintenance can also help improve traction. Always be cautious when walking or driving during freezing weather. Clearing snow and ice from sidewalks and driveways is an important part of winter safety. Using salt or sand can help melt ice and provide traction. Shoveling should be done carefully to avoid injury, especially for those with health concerns. There are also snow blowers and other tools that make the job easier. Keeping walkways clear not only prevents slips and falls but also ensures emergency access if needed. Freezing temperatures open up a world of winter sports and activities. From ice skating and skiing to snowboarding and sledding, there's something for everyone to enjoy. These activities not only provide exercise but also bring people together. However, it's important to dress appropriately and follow safety guidelines to prevent injuries. Winter sports are a great way to embrace the cold and make the most of the season. Snowflakes are one of nature's most beautiful creations, each one unique in its structure. They form when water vapor in the air freezes onto dust particles, creating intricate patterns. The temperature and humidity determine the shape of each snowflake. Observing snowflakes up close reveals their delicate symmetry and endless variety. Next time it snows, take a moment to appreciate the artistry of these tiny frozen wonders. When the air temperature drops, the surface of lakes and ponds begins to freeze. Ice forms from the top down because water is densest at 4 degrees C, causing colder water to rise and freeze. This layer of ice acts as an insulator, protecting aquatic life below from the harshest cold. In some regions, the ice becomes thick enough for people to walk or skate on, but always check local guidelines before venturing onto frozen water. Freezing rain occurs when raindrops fall through a layer of cold air near the ground and freeze on contact with surfaces. This creates a coating of ice on roads, trees, and power lines, often leading to hazardous conditions and power outages. Freezing rain is different from sleet or snow and can be particularly dangerous because it's hard to see. Staying informed about weather forecasts can help you prepare for these icy events. Antifreeze is a substance added to liquids to lower their freezing point. It's commonly used in car engines to prevent the coolant from freezing in cold weather. Without antifreeze, the water in your engine could freeze, expand, and cause serious damage. Antifreeze is also used in other applications like protecting plumbing systems and even in some biological research. It's a simple but essential tool for surviving freezing temperatures. Dressing properly is crucial when facing freezing temperatures. Layering is key. Start with a moisture-wicking base layer, add an insulating middle layer, and finish with a waterproof outer layer. Hats, gloves, and warm socks help protect extremities. Materials like wool and down are excellent insulators. Avoid cotton as it holds moisture and can make you colder. With the right clothing, you can stay comfortable and safe even in the harshest winter weather. Keeping your home warm during freezing weather is essential for comfort and safety. Central heating systems, space heaters, and fireplaces are common ways to maintain a cozy temperature indoors. Proper insulation and ceiling drafts can help retain heat and lower energy bills. It's also important to have your heating system serviced regularly to ensure it's working efficiently. Staying warm at home makes winter much more enjoyable. Freezing weather can sometimes lead to power outages, especially when ice accumulates on power lines and trees. It's important to be prepared by having flashlights, extra blankets, and non-perishable food on hand. Backup power sources like generators can also be helpful. Staying informed about weather conditions and having an emergency plan ensures you and your family stay safe and comfortable during unexpected outages. Frozen landscapes are some of the most breathtaking sights in nature. Snow-covered mountains, icy lakes, and frosted trees create a magical winter wonderland. These scenes inspire artists and photographers around the world. While they're beautiful, they also remind us of the power and unpredictability of nature. Exploring frozen landscapes can be an unforgettable experience as long as you're prepared for the cold. Arctic and Antarctic are the coldest places on Earth, with temperatures often dropping below degrees C. These regions are home to unique wildlife like polar bears, penguins, and seals. The extreme cold shapes every aspect of life here, from the way animals hunt to how people build shelters. Scientists study these areas to learn more about climate change and the resilience of life in extreme environments. Glaciers and icebergs are massive formations of frozen water found in polar regions and high mountains. Glaciers move slowly over time, shaping the landscape and carving valleys. Icebergs break off from glaciers and float in the ocean, sometimes posing hazards to ships. These icy giants are important indicators of climate change, as their size and movement reflect shifts in global temperatures. Freezing is a key part of the water cycle. When water vapor cools and freezes, it forms snow or ice, which eventually melts and returns to rivers and lakes. This cycle is essential for maintaining Earth's climate and supporting life. Understanding how freezing fits into the water cycle helps us appreciate the interconnectedness of natural processes and the importance of protecting our environment. Freezing isn't just something that happens outside, it's part of our daily lives. From making ice cubes for drinks to storing leftovers in the freezer, we rely on freezing to make life more convenient. Even air conditioning systems use principles similar to freezing to cool our homes. Recognizing the role of freezing in everyday activities helps us appreciate the science behind the comforts we often take for granted. Cryopreservation is the process of freezing biological material, like cells or tissues, at extremely low temperatures to preserve them for future use. This technique is used in medicine, agriculture, and research. For example, embryos can be frozen and later used in fertility treatments. Cryopreservation allows scientists to store genetic material and study diseases, making it a powerful tool for advancing science and healthcare. While freezing is useful, overfreezing can cause problems. For example, freezing food for too long can lead to freezer burn, which affects taste and texture. In nature, sudden or extreme freezing can damage crops and harm wildlife. It's important to find a balance and use freezing wisely, whether you're preserving food or protecting your home and garden from the cold. Technology has made it easier to manage freezing temperatures. From advanced weather forecasting to smart thermostats and heated clothing, innovations help us stay safe and comfortable. In industry, freezing is used to create materials, preserve samples, and even in space exploration. Embracing technology allows us to adapt to cold environments and make the most of what freezing has to offer. Many cultures have developed unique traditions to celebrate and cope with freezing weather. From winter festivals and ice sculptures to hot drinks and cozy gatherings, these customs bring people together. In some countries, saunas and hot springs are popular ways to warm up. Exploring these traditions can make winter more enjoyable and help us connect with others during the coldest months. Preparation is key when facing freezing temperatures. Check weather forecasts, stock up on essentials, and make sure your home is ready for the cold. Insulate pipes, seal windows, and have extra blankets and food on hand. If you need to travel, keep emergency supplies in your car. Taking these steps ensures you're ready for whatever winter brings. Freezing weather can disrupt transportation systems, causing delays and hazards. Ice on roads, runways, and train tracks makes travel dangerous. Airports may close and public transit can be affected. Crews work hard to clear snow and ice, but it's important to plan ahead and allow extra time for travel during freezing conditions. Safety should always come first. Frozen waterfalls are a spectacular sight, with cascading water turned into shimmering ice sculptures. These natural wonders attract photographers and adventurers alike. While beautiful, they can also be dangerous due to falling ice or slippery surfaces. If you visit a frozen waterfall, always stay on marked paths and be cautious. Enjoying these icy masterpieces is a highlight of winter for many nature lovers. Ice fishing is a popular winter activity in many cold regions. Anglers drill holes in the ice and use special equipment to catch fish beneath the frozen surface. It's a social and relaxing pastime, often enjoyed with friends and family. Safety is crucial. Always check ice thickness and follow local guidelines. Ice fishing combines the thrill of the catch with the tranquility of winter landscapes. Northern lights, or aurora borealis, are often visible in regions with freezing temperatures. These colorful displays are caused by charged particles from the sun interacting with Earth's atmosphere. Watching the northern lights dance across a frozen landscape is a magical experience. Bundle up, head outside on a clear night, and you might catch one of nature's most stunning shows. Many animals migrate to escape freezing temperatures. Birds fly south, whales travel to warmer waters, and some insects burrow underground. Migration is a survival strategy that helps animals find food and suitable habitats during winter. Tracking these journeys gives scientists valuable insights into animal behavior and the effects of climate change. Ice crystals form when water molecules arrange themselves in a specific pattern as they freeze. The shape and size of ice crystals depend on temperature and humidity. These tiny structures are the building blocks of snowflakes and frost. Studying ice crystals helps scientists understand weather patterns and the properties of frozen materials. Freezing temperatures play a major role in Earth's climate system. Polar ice caps reflect sunlight, helping to regulate global temperatures. Changes in freezing patterns can signal shifts in climate and impact sea levels. Scientists monitor ice cover and temperature trends to better understand and predict climate change. Our actions today can help protect these vital frozen regions for future generations. Staying active during freezing weather is important for both physical and mental health. Activities like walking, skiing, or even indoor exercises can help boost your mood and keep you fit. Dress appropriately and warm up before heading outside. Finding ways to stay active makes winter more enjoyable and helps you beat the winter blues. Freezing weather often means shorter days and less sunlight, which can affect your mood. Some people experience seasonal affective disorder SAD, a type of depression linked to reduced sunlight. Getting outside during daylight hours, using light therapy, and staying connected with others can help. Remember, brighter days are ahead, and taking care of your mental health is just as important as staying warm. Winter is a great time to observe wildlife that thrives in freezing conditions. Look for tracks in the snow, watch birds at feeders, or spot animals like deer and foxes. Bundle up and bring binoculars for a closer look. Wildlife watching can be a peaceful and rewarding way to connect with nature during the coldest months. It's easy to forget to drink water in freezing weather, but staying hydrated is just as important in winter as in summer. Cold air can be very dry, and you may lose fluids through breathing and sweating during activities. Warm drinks like tea or soup can help, but remember to drink plain water too. Proper hydration keeps your body functioning well, even in the cold. Being prepared for emergencies is crucial during freezing weather. Power outages, car breakdowns, or getting stranded can happen unexpectedly. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like blankets, food, water, and a flashlight. Know how to contact help and have a plan for staying warm and safe. Preparation gives you peace of mind and helps you handle any winter challenge. Freezing weather can be challenging, but it also offers opportunities for adventure, reflection, and growth. Whether you're enjoying winter sports, marveling at snowy landscapes, or simply cozying up indoors, embracing the cold can lead to memorable experiences. With the right preparation and mindset, you can make the most of freezing temperatures and discover the beauty of winter.